The key problem for property entrepreneurs is that real estate is the most boring industry you can think of. Office and living spaces are perceived as something purely utilitarian. This severely limits your potential for profit and differentiation, especially compared to exciting industries like fashion, entertainment, and tech. In this video, I will show you practical strategy employed by our clients to create emotional experience and gamification using crypto assets, and in this way, earn 50 to 100% more. Dear viewers, welcome to Stobox Insights. We are a consulting and technology company with multiple awards and clients spanning 5 continents. Our mission is to help businesses embrace the potential of virtual assets. In this video series, we share our research and insights from implementing projects in the range from less than $1 million to $150 million. Let's go. Let's start by discussing what does it mean for real estate to be boring and why is it a problem at all. Being boring means that people evaluate property transactions based on purely practical considerations such as location, size, and other technical characteristics. They have zero emotional connection to the brand of the developer, local community, the narrative and history behind the given property, etc. The primary implication of that is a limited upside potential. In industries like fashion, almost identical items can have a tenfold difference in price simply because of the power of a brand. Therefore, many companies enjoy gross profit margins of 85 to 90%, and 2 of the 10 richest people in the world represent the fashion industry. In comparison, all things being equal, in real estate you can compete only on price, which is the worst approach if you ever want to grow your wealth. To break this dullness curse, you need to position yourself as a technology company disrupting real estate industry instead of being yet another property firm. A case in point here is WeWork. Despite the bad publicity, they managed to attract capital at valuations much more typical for Silicon Valley tech startups. And even despite the failure, founder of the company recently managed to raise $350 million for his new venture from one of the world's top VC firms, Andreessen Horowitz. The WeWork's legacy can inspire you, make your real estate property business insanely profitable using a hybrid, technology-enabled business model. And this is when blockchain comes into play. I will start with discussing general principles of value creation with Web3 and then outline practical considerations for implementation. There are 3 ways to differentiate your business using crypto assets. Firstly, you can use them to craft a community. Humans create strong emotional attachment to other humans, not companies. Community created around your product and more broadly around the idea your business stands for can serve as an emotional anchor, differentiating you from everybody else. The most significant advantage of communities is increased customer loyalty. Switching from engaging with your properties is also living the community they care about, which is much harder. This allows you to charge higher prices because customers become less sensitive to them. Moreover, community does much of the heavy lifting on your behalf. Community members engage and entertain other members. They share your announcements on social media and generally promote your brand. Okay, we have established that communities are great, but how exactly do you use crypto assets to create one? Very simply, your tokens become one of the topics around which the community is created. It is created via shared experiences and interactions that are naturally prompted by your token. For example, people will be participating in community relations events, such as Ask Me Anything sessions, with founders to get a feel for the company's future and offer suggestions on the company's strategy. It's also extremely typical for investors to discuss the price projections among themselves. In this way, they're looking to soothe the anxieties about the token price. For this exact reason, investor groups and influencers are so popular. Going through token ups and downs will also definitely promote strong bonds between token holders. Of course, token by itself isn't enough to create a vibrant community. You need a purpose, community management strategy, and many other things. However, it's a basis around which everything will revolve. If it starts to make sense for you, if you see how you can create tremendous value via community, please make me a favor. Say yes in the comment section down below so that I could see whether this content resonates with you and to help promote us via the all-powerful YouTube algorithm. The second vital implication of crypto assets is promoting your brand in two ways. The first is that adoption of virtual assets makes your image more innovative. Simply having a website or an app or QR codes isn't going to make you seem advanced anymore. It's merely not lagging behind. Tokens, on the other hand, are still far from being mainstream, so using them can position you as moving ahead of the curve. This is beneficial because it attracts people and companies who want to position themselves as advanced by associating with corresponding brands such as you. Secondly, tokens create a natural word of mouth. The mere fact of issuing them is enough to get some press attention. Further token price movements will become the subject of social media discussions. You can also expect additional awareness because token holders have a direct financial incentive to spread the word about you. It's basically free marketing. The third way for you to create excess returns with crypto assets is by improving monetization. Utility tokens and NFTs are literally a new virtual product you can sell. This product has no marginal cost of production, so it can be insanely profitable. In our experience, this is where lies the biggest potential for improving top line. Let's now turn our attention to discussing practical considerations of using blockchain. The most essential rule is that you need to create a genuine utility for your tokens. If there is nothing behind them, token value can crash, damaging the brand and revenue. Creating utility might require rethinking your business model or operations to a certain extent. If the only thing you do is collecting revenue and maintaining the property, you don't have much space to launch interesting tokens besides security tokens that give investors right to invest in your business. This type of tokens is explored in some of our previous videos, which I encourage you to check out. As for utility tokens and NFTs, you need to add a twist to make them work. Brainstorm how can you add more value to people using your properties. Can you help them connect with each other or spend quality time via events? You can invite speakers, host workshops, or simply networking events. Or how about adding more entertainment, allocating a space to play pool or work out? The specific implementation depends on your business model. The truth is, for millions of years, proto people lived within tight communities. Industrial revolution has broken those connections, but the longing is still within us. If you can help your customers become more connected, you can create a huge value for them. The next step then would be to monetize this additional value via token. For example, if you go with events, you can sell tickets for these events in the form of NFTs. But holders of utility tokens could get special discounts. There is an abundance of mechanics and possibilities. One idea to consider is adding a loyalty program whereby tokens would serve as tradable loyalty points. This would allow people to monetize and sell their loyalty when they move elsewhere instead of losing it. The connections you create shouldn't be limited, however, to your physical spaces. Your customers can live on another side of the globe. The next level of innovations what opens amazing opportunities is Metaverse. I recently made a separate video discussing applications of Metaverse in great detail, so I invite you to check it out to get a better understanding. In case of real estate, you can create virtual replicas of your properties, which can be visited by community members. You can hold virtual events, which are available only for holders of your utility tokens and NFTs. This way, your community transcends physical boundaries. But creating strong utility isn't enough for success. You also need sustainable token economics, so that the entire system doesn't crash like the house of cards. This primarily requires a fine balance of demand and supply. I discuss it in detail in another recent video in case you're interested to learn more. Lastly, you need a proper legal structure to reduce risks. All kinds of tokens are becoming highly regulated, so it's imperative to choose the right jurisdiction, prepare necessary documents, and implement anti-money laundering program. On our website, you can download an ebook which goes in detail regarding main legal requirements to consider. All in all, issuing cryptocurrencies can be a game changer for your property business, increasing your revenue more than any other technology or approach. However, numerous pitfalls can prevent you from realizing the full value. This is where we can help. We have our own tokens and we help dozens of clients conduct their offerings. On our website Stobox.io, you can book 30-minute consultation to understand whether such tech-driven approach makes sense to you at all. You can also contact us at info@stobox.io. Have an amazing day and see you in the next episode.